Millions of people dream of becoming a big successful artist and having millions of fans. They work so hard their entire life, perfecting their craft and pushing their music to anyone who would hear it, hoping that one day they'll get the opportunity to get signed by a record label and become a massive star. While all these artists are desperately chasing this opportunity, none of them knows what it truly costs to become a successful artist. While from the outside looking in, the industry seems so desirable, once you get your foot in the door, you realize that the industry is not what you thought. That industry that you desperately wanted to be a part of is so evil and dark that it will destroy you the moment you enter it. This is exactly what NBA Youngboy just revealed, admitting that he himself and the music industry are truly demonic. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about NBA Youngboy's recent interview, where he admits that the music industry is demonic and that he's demonic too. But before we begin, I just wanted to let my patrons know that I am finishing up on a new Patreon exclusive that will be dropping this week. If you're not a member, what are you waiting for? Join the Truth Movement is only $3 a month, and you'll get access to the new Patreon video that drops this week, and an additional 50 other videos. If you would like to join the Patreon, the link would be in the description and in the comment section. I want to thank you all. Now, let's get right into it. So many young artists dream of one day making it big and becoming a signed artist. They spend so much of their time producing music, going to the studio, and trying to make connections so that one day they'll be able to become a big rapper. Can you blame them? As all they want to do is make money off something they actually love. Unfortunately, out of the million of artists that try to make it in the industry, very few actually get the opportunity. And in those few, the moment they make it in the industry, they realize that the industry isn't what they expected. Not only do they get robbed by their record labels and enslaved to them, but they also start to realize that there's a dark, sinister force that's actually controlling this music industry. A darkness that now people are becoming more and more aware of through the symbolism that is being used. It's not hard to see that the music industry is truly demonic. With all that we have been seeing for the last few years and all that has been exposed about it, you should know this is a fact. People like Diddy were controlling the music industry for years, gatekeepers that had artists compromising themselves for opportunities to make it to the top. This is a side of the story that many artists don't tell you about. All of the demonic things they have to do to get to that #1 spot. And recently, this is what NBA Youngboy just revealed during an interview. A few days back, rapper NBA Youngboy did an interview where he said something truly disturbing. With almost a dead look in his face, Youngboy mumbles to the camera that the industry is demonic and that he's even demonic himself. And he didn't say this as a joke. You can honestly see how serious he is and how he truly feels this way.
But did he request that from you, or you just he came up with it on your own?
Which ones?
Like the
Religious?
Yeah.
As I see it, I just grab it. Man, it's very demonic. This whole industry, this whole system, shit demonic. It's very, all this shit ran off of money. All this shit do not mean nothing. It's very demonic. This whole music industry is very demonic. As I saw the crosses in the Jesus piece, I just grabbed it. It really don't mean nothing. And as I say, this shit demonic. I'm very demonic. Man, there's a lot of devils that's coming in and out my door. So I'm a child of God. You see my Jesus piece, you see my crosses. So as I tell you, shit very demonic and scary around here, I'm talking shit that's coming in and out my doors, what I'm trying to protect myself from. So as I see the Jesus piece or the crosses, I just grab it.
Did you grow up in church?
Yeah, I sung in the choir. After I sung in the choir, I begged my grandmother for the ask the pastor, can I become an usher? They let me become the usher. So as the people walk in the church, I get to hand.
So you're a choir boy and an usher.
Yeah.
Did you sing solos?
I sung with the choir.
You sang with the choir. Where's one of the first songs you sang with the choir? Like, what's your favorite one that you still remember?
Yes, Jesus loves me.
Listen, sometimes you need that to get you through the day. You got to remember it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Would you do a gospel album?
You never know. You're a beautiful woman. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I gotta go and see that.
Alright, this was good. Good stuff, man. Thank you. You too.
As you heard for yourself, NBA Youngboy was being asked about jewelry and why does he choose cross-pendant jewelry pieces, and Youngboy responded by saying because it's all demonic. Even the jewelry is demonic, he said. Everything about the industry is demonic. Then he even admits that he himself is demonic. Now honestly, we already knew this, but I always think it's important to hear it coming out of the horse's mouth. NBA Youngboy is deep into the music industry. He's been in the industry for years. This isn't the first time he tells us that the industry is demonic. This is the second or third time. In this old interview, he said the same thing as well.
You said that with music, like in terms of getting paid, it's like the biggest thing. Only
Because Atlanta is a demonic industry that I chose to be a part of. So it's like I accept that I don't really, but don't be a dominant at the same time. You gotta understand they use me as entertainment. And it becomes self-destruction too. Because I ain't no entertainment. You know, she can't be spoken why. I ain't good shit is to be continued.
is in terms of like every time it's.
But now, not only is he saying that the music industry is demonic, he is admitting out of his own mouth that he himself is demonic. Even though he calls himself a child of God, which we all are, he admits that he's demonic. And he knows this because he's deep in the industry. What most people don't know when it comes to NBA Youngboy is that it's much, much deeper than just music. See, Youngboy was chosen for his spot when he was still a teenager, a young boy. I have spoken about this Youngboy music video from back in the day several times. And in the video, we see that NBA Youngboy is wearing a Masonic chain. If you zoom in close, you easily notice that he and his entire crew are wearing Freemason square and compass pendants. For those that don't know, the square and compass is a Masonic symbol. It is the main logo of their organization, and it represents alchemy and the great work, merging feminine and masculine together to create what they call the great work, which is almost like a human god. This is kind of interesting because if you've been paying attention to Youngboy recently, he's been wearing makeup, he's been painting his nails, he's been dressing a bit more feminine, which aligns with their teachings of alchemy and transcending and becoming a god. Now, what's interesting about this music video is that NBA Youngboy in this video was still about 15 or 16 years old, and he's wearing this Freemason pendant on. The only thing is, you cannot be a Freemason until you're the age of 18 in some states and 21 in most states. And Youngboy is nowhere near that age. In fact, it's hard to believe that a 16-year-old would even know what the Freemasons are. But if you look deeper into this, you quickly start to realize that the Freemasons have youth organizations that are meant to indoctrinate young kids and train them to become Masons when they're older. This is what I believe NBA Youngboy was a part of. I believe he was born into Masonry. Either his parents were Masons, or somebody close to him when he was in that age put him in this Masonic youth program. My other theory is that his management or his managers were Masons as well, or someone on his team were already Masons and had put NBA Youngboy in Masonry so that he can become a successful artist. Either way, this shows us exactly what NBA Youngboy is talking about. NBA Youngboy is referring to the industry being demonic because these are the people that run it, and the Freemasons are demonic as much as they want to deny it. Believe it or not, this all connects to how NBA Youngboy always finds a way out of prison. See, over the last few years, NBA Youngboy has had serious criminal allegations made against him, and he was battling some serious charges. But somehow, no matter what, every single time he found the way out of prison. This is how he always did it. Because when you join the Freemasons, you're joining a brotherhood. And these brothers take an oath to each other to make sure that no matter what happens, they will always look out for their brother, and they would always make sure that their brother gets out of trouble. The Freemasons aren't only running the music industry, they're also running the justice system. With a quick Google search, you can easily find out that the majority of big judges are all Freemasons. And we already know that NBA Youngboy is a Freemason, a part of the organization, and that's how he's always getting out of prison. There would be no other reason why a 16-year-old would be wearing a square and compasses necklace when nobody even knows what this is. The average Joe doesn't know what a square and compass is. They don't know about the Freemasons, and the ones that do, they see it as a charity organization that just takes care of the community. Most people don't know about Masonry, so NBA Youngboy wouldn't have gotten any cool points by wearing this Mason chain. This was the Masons showing us that NBA Youngboy is their property. NBA Youngboy belongs to them. And this is why NBA Youngboy is telling us the music industry is demonic and that he's demonic, because he's been in this the entire time. It's how he gets out of prison, it's how he's seen as one of the biggest artists and gets the biggest contracts. The music and the entertainment industry is completely owned by Freemasons. This is why most movies and TV shows are all pushing the same message and the same symbols. They are all being controlled by the Freemasons. The music that NBA Youngboy was pushing over the years was designed to influence and promote the criminal lifestyle. Remember, for the longest, hip-hop was used as a weapon against the urban community. See, those behind the scenes pulling the strings, they wanted to manufacture a culture that would enslave the urban community and promote the criminal lifestyle so that it would allow them to arrest more people and also destroy the community from within. That's exactly what hip-hop did. While not all of hip-hop is bad, the hip-hop that was pushed to the mainstream has all had the same agenda, the agenda of the criminal lifestyle and promoting it onto the youth. NBA Youngboy was 15, 16, talking about going on drills and taking people out and selling drugs and doing all these vile things. They promoted this to a young audience that was influenced to do the same exact thing when they were older, even as teenagers. If you think about it, over the years, the criminals have gotten younger and younger and younger, specifically if we pay attention to the recent generation, the drill rappers, who were 13, 14, 15, taking each other out just to go to the studio and make a record. Believe it or not, Youngboy was used to design this culture. They used NBA Youngboy to push this criminal lifestyle onto the youth. This is what he sold out for. This is what they gave him millions of dollars for. While NBA Youngboy cosplays as a gangster and promotes this serious, dangerous lifestyle, they give him millions and millions and millions of dollars. The more influential he becomes, the more people he can convince to live that way, the more money the labels give him, and the more opportunities he has access to. Because at the end of the day, all of these entertainers are puppets being used on their strings to keep you distracted and consumed and to be able to influence you. They know that if they control the most influential person, they control those he influences. And NBA Youngboy is seen as one of the most influential rappers of the last 5 years. You can see it in NBA Youngboy's face. He knows there's something dark about the industry because he's a part of it. Like he said, he's demonic too. He called himself a child of God to deflect a bit because he already had said too much. But what he is saying, he's admitting to us his true purpose. He's a demon working for other demons who sold his soul long ago for this opportunity, and you can see it on his face. He's not even happy about it. All the money, all the fame, none of it can fill up the emptiness in his soul that he lost when he sold his soul for this opportunity. He sold out his own people, became a Masonic puppet just for money. And now he's realizing that, yeah, while at the beginning the money was great and it was fun to have all this money, now he just has an empty existence. Nobody truly loves him. Everybody around him is there for the money and for the lifestyle he could provide. He can't trust anybody. When he sees himself in a mirror, he realizes the monster he has become. All of this were the consequences for him to get what he wanted, to become the star that he wanted to be. Because in a way, being a star and wanting to be better than everybody else is self-worship, and it's the ultimate form of Luciferianism. When you want to be this big star, better than everybody else, you believe that you should be worshipped. And when you go to a concert, in a way, the artist is on top of a stage, and you have your hands up and you're partying to his music, you're giving him your worship. Go to a church and you'll see it's the same thing when they play a gospel song and everybody has their hands in the air giving the worship to God. During these concerts, NBA Youngboy is their God. He's the one up there that everybody's praising and everybody's giving their energy to. This is exactly what the industry is about, leading you away from God and destroying your soul. I think more people should see this video, as honestly, there's not that many artists that are coming out and admitting this. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.